Hello, hello, Joey Francis Casual Gamer, and let's play Forza Motorsport 6. And if you remember, we finished our last series, and we're starting a new one, which is the US Tour, where we're going to be touring around the US, hitting up 6 different racetracks, and we have to pick which races or which kind of cars we're going to be using. I think we should do hot hatchbacks.
Based on that most useful of car layouts, the hatchback, these cars are all about power, performance, and, of course, practicality. Hot hatches are cars you can drive every day and in every way. Small and responsive, they're perfect for bombing around tight roads, and when you're done with that, you can use them for shopping trips and other boring things that get in the way of proper driving.
And here we are in the hot hatchback section. Now we can start off with this 1986 Honda Civic Si. Now believe it or not, even though this thing looks like a bucket, I'm sure it gets a lot of love because Hondas usually do. A Renault Cleo RS 200. Okay. The 1980 Renault 5 Turbo. A Volkswagen Rabbit GTI. I bet it's not getting that much love since that huge Volkswagen scandal. Fiat Abarth Punto Super Sport, the Cinquecento or the Fiat 500, a Giulietta, the Ford Focus, Ford Fiesta ST, and there's the Focus RS, an Escort RS Cosworth, a Fiesta XR2, Civic Type R. I gotta stay away from the Hondas because I'm sure they get way too much love, as well as a Velosta Turbo. This is known as like one of the greatest hatchbacks ever made. The Mazda 3-speed, fairly popular. A Cleo RS, a Cleo 1993 Cleo's Williams. This might be a good choice. The Astra Top Gear Edition. Volkswagens are also tough because a lot of people do love the Volkswagens. Maybe the Scirocco. Maybe an 1988 Scirocco over here. I think this thing wouldn't get that much love. A 1993 Renault Cleo Williams. This thing looks just like your typical everyday car. I don't think it would be that popular. I would do Volkswagen, but like Volkswagens are very, very popular cars. You know what? We're going to have to go with this. The XR2 is known to be very slow. But again, in Europe, quite popular. And it is a Ford. Yeah, we're going to go with the 1993 Renault Cleo Williams. Now, hopefully, there's some cool, rusty body style paint that someone's put together for us. Or even this, just a very, very basic white with black bumpers. Makes it look very cheap. Not really into the whole race car look. What's this? This kind of looks like it's beaten up a little bit. So far that's winning right now. And that's pretty much all we got. No, I don't want to see that. The whole white with the black bumpers deal. This looks like it could be the one. Downloading our design. Oh yeah, this is definitely the one. It looks filthy, it looks dirty, it looks used, and it's exactly up our alley. So here we are buying this 1993 Cleo Williams, a car that was never seen in the United States or Canada or North America, probably shipped around the world by the millions.
This is your 1993 Renault Cleo Williams.
By the millions, because it looks like just cheap basic transportation. And here we go to our first race, heading to Daytona International Speedway. It's short circuit. We got 3 laps to do, and let's hope that this thing is not too slow. It looks like it's going to be a clear night. Now remember that at nighttime, track temperatures are cooler, so there is less grip. So we're going to have to keep that into consideration. But then again, these cars are really slow and they don't have that much power, so the loss of grip isn't always that huge
Your
of
next
a
race will be
problem.
at Daytona International Speedway, home to the prestigious Daytona 500.
So heading to Daytona in our little tiny French hatchback, probably really cheap. I am curious. I might just have to eBay it and see what one of these things is worth. Because if I could find one, I'd be shocked if it would cost more than a couple grand to buy this exact car. Well, I don't know about the whole Williams part because that could just be like a performance package that was offered for it. But just this basic 1992, I think it was, Renault Cleo, I have a feeling we get it fairly cheap. It even has a little 90 sticker on the back. I think that's its like top speed would be like 90 kilometers an hour or 90 miles an hour, depending if it's right-hand drive or not. So you know what? Let's just get right into it. It's right-hand drive, so it looks like it's going to be a British variant of the car. So, whoa. Huge torque steer right off the bat. I think I might have found ourselves a sleeper. I'm actually passing people at the beginning of the race. Whoa, 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 bumper cars, bumper cars. I think I was expecting a slow piece of shit, but this car's a lot faster than I expected it to be. But it handles like shit though, even for a front-wheel drive hatchback. It's got massive torque steer, hitting the brakes it pulls. Again, gotta remember that the track is cooler, so it's not gonna have full traction. I'm just gonna follow this other Renault here. He's gonna lead us around a few people. We're dropped from 12th back down to 10th. Gotta keep in mind that I only got 3 laps this time. Sorry, Mr. Civic. It seems like the whole track's not even lit properly. And that sounds like our transmission grinding. Now we're gonna see what this thing's really made of, hitting the straight. Oh, Civic Si is not really happy with us. He's just smashing right into us. Doing 130 miles an hour on a bank corner at Daytona. We were actually catching up, or maybe not. We still got 3 positions to make up before the race is over for us to continue on. Oh, I didn't see. We managed to keep it on the track, even with our extremely late braking. And just as I suspected, we got proper cars up front here. Honda CRX, I actually owned one. Not an SI though. So it was the slower version. But I tell you, for what it was. And just as I suspected, it looks like we have that Lancia Delta, which won many rallies in the mid to late 80s. And it looks like he wants to rally race right now by going off the track, letting us sneak in for first place, I think. If we could just hold it around this corner here. Yeah, this thing sounds like it's got a serious transmission problem. I'm guessing that's probably because it's French. No offense. French cars, they're not known for their reliability. Let's hope that the speed of this thing can keep these guys at bay. This is where you don't want to hear your tires squealing. Because when you hear your tires squealing, it means you're losing speed. Holy shit, this Civic looks like a Civic Type R coming behind us. He's flying. This is not going to be good for the third lap. Oh, I did it again. We're going to have to get a huge lead on this guy. Because when we crossed the finish line, he actually had passed us. So we can't hold him off in the straightaways. Or at least the amount of straightaway that's here at the Daytona small track. I need to fly around these corners and pull as much of a lead as possible so that when we hit the straightaway, these guys ain't not going to catch up to us. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do some dirty driving and cut these guys off. There's that sound again. I think it doesn't like to spin wheels. It's like shit's grinding. I hope this is enough of a lead, because this is like the last tight corner in which we're hitting the straightaway and the banked curve, the banked turn, and hopefully the acceleration and the cornering has got us far enough ahead to pull off a win. I'm trying to stay as low as possible, because you're technically driving a shorter distance. Oh boy, here he comes. Here he comes. I think we got it. I think we did, and yes we did. We pulled it off. First place win for our first race in a Renault. We probably were banging up people all kinds, but you wouldn't be able to tell because this paint job is so awesome. It looks like it's been used and abused, bought from like some really shady used car dealer into our hands and straight on to the racetrack. And that's our first race completed. Next race we're headed to Road Atlanta, and you guys will get to see that in the next video. Or the next episode, actually. So thanks for watching, and as always, if your tires ain't squealing, you're just not going fast enough.